And it's wrong half the time.
And it's so disposable too, just everything just is so disposable nowadays that it removes that level of like integrity to what you're saying, because it's so easy to be like, oh, it was just a text message, like you didn't read it the right way or whatever. And it's like we all have these like crazy interfaces with things now, and they're like breaking these barriers between how we interact. And it's so
people aren't really
far-reaching.
wanting to interact. They're just placating.
Yeah.
Not all people, of course.
Yeah, I mean, but I know what you mean. It's like just as a general thing, and it's. I mean, the crazy thing is what's going to happen from here on out, because there's already kids that don't know any other life, and it's like going from here. It's like, I mean, that generation, it's like. Doesn't remember 9/11, doesn't remember what the world was like before, and doesn't remember any world before technology, doesn't remember a world where there were more freedoms on planes or, more freedoms elsewhere. Just remember born into the fear of the era going into the, 21st century, and it's...
told what to be afraid of.
Yeah, exactly. All that fucking, 1984 language.
But seriously, no, in all actuality, the younger... generation loves my fucking shit. I speak to a lot of teenagers on a regular fucking basis. They're they're the next fucking music producers, video makers. I'm thinking of two in particular that I talk to on a regular basis that are making beats for me and or making videos.
Yeah,
they're fucking awesome. And I mean, I didn't have anybody when I was their age that was my age being like, fuck yeah, keep that shit going because you got it right there. I mean, fuck, man. If I was actually recording at 19 instead of just screaming into a shitty, fucking, what was that, Radio Shack, fucking microphone that wasn't really plugged into anything but a boombox, you know?
Or the fucking shitty cassette player.
Oh my God.
That only had the one particular mic input that you had to have the right microphone for, or wouldn't do. Yeah.
Dude, like I said, that shitty fucking, oh man, dude, yeah. I mean, I still have it. But because nowadays we can put music directly online to the masses right there.
Yeah.
And I've been in fucking black metal bands for 20 fucking years. It's gone nowhere. I mean, even if we were shit back then, we could have put our stuff online because, the internet didn't exist. Yeah. But we could have put it online and maybe it would have went somewhere. Either way, people would be able to listen to it right now.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of music, years worth of music that will never be heard.
Yeah, and it's I mean, your average listener is so inundated with choices, that it almost becomes a thing that makes it that much easier for the people that are bigger.
Yeah, but they don't listen to more than one fucking song or 3 songs at a time. The attention span like a fucking gnat.
Yeah, well,
no offense, we love you guys. But seriously, there's whole albums. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, on the same token, too, it's we have to make so many stupid, mundane choices every day, And,
Yeah.
I get it that music is a lot of the times the last thing, and you just want to go to the, quick thing, that's going to make you feel good. And honestly, I don't, I get it. I'm susceptible to that type of shit, too.
I'm all about just pouring through somebody's discography. I'm push play at the first song and take the time to whatever I'm doing, I'm listening to it. My playlist that I've made for all my friends and stuff, the people I fuck with pretty much. It's called Beast. It's on Spotify. SoundCloud, I mean. Beast 2 is on Spotify and is very small. Not a lot of us are on Spotify. Need to change that this year.
What are you on, SoundCloud, Bandcamp, or something?
I'm on SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube. If Pandora will go ahead and fucking accept the fact that I'm just raw, I'd be on there too. I want to say Napster. Dude, I'm on fucking 20 plus platforms.
Nice. Because I would have thought that you'd be on thriving on Bandcamp or something.
You know what? I've never even touched Bandcamp except for my friends' bands. They'll send me a link and I'll go onto Bandcamp. I will be soon though. Actually within this next month, I'll be on even more platforms than I was previous.
Yeah, I mean it's amazing to me how quick you are to jump on new platforms and Discord and shit like that. And it's
God, that is a fucking shit show though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, when we're not recording, let me show you what Discord is like. It is a fucking shit show.
Whenever I've seen Discord, it's always like on a link to like some shady shit. And I'm like, I don't really know. You know, like it's like the same hesitancy I had towards 4chan. Then I realized 4chan was just a bunch of incels. And I was like, fuck 4chan.
4chan is fucking retarded. But I mean, there's so much fun that you can find for a moment.
Oh,
you know, but it's like brain cell losing fun. It's like 100%. Glue.
Well, and that's kind of why I love it now too, because it's so fucking cringe that it's great, you know, and it's just so funny, and it just gives me a little bit of window into what like fucking kids nowadays are thinking.
I just discovered incels like maybe 2 months ago. My horrid ex taught me what an incel was.
Yeah, just like the modern like. God, I forgot the other word. Jesus Christ, but there's so many
weird fucking people that don't need to be told that they're ugly or beautiful. They just need to fucking get over it and live their fucking lives.
Preach.
There's billions of fucking people on this planet. Who cares if you're ugly? Somebody's gonna find you fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Get over it.
Shit, uglier the better.
Dude, my ex-woman, fucking, I think she's hideous. That's not the rest of the world that thinks that, though. So get over it.
Yeah, beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
But you can be beautiful, inside or out. Eeyore status.
Yeah, I love that fucking theory. That's like all the different animals are like just symptoms of different mental illnesses.
Seriously though, Eeyore was incredibly depressed.
Oh yeah, that was. I even knew that when I was a kid. Yeah, I don't know though, man. It's like the amount of like influence that artists can have over people is such a elusive and insane thing nowadays, you know?
As a juggalo, I will definitely say, yeah, because, you know, so once a juggalo, always a juggalo, but I'm a completely different animal than these things claiming that they're juggalos. Like, as a, you know, I was listening in the 90s, hard in the 90s. By the time The Wraith came out, I'd spent a decade listening to them. It's 10 fucking years. And then The Wraith came out, and I've been dealing with disappointment. Like, they set us up for fucking this amazing following. And then was like, oh, just kidding, we're Christians.
Wait, what?
You know, like, don't.
What?
Yeah, Armageddon's not coming. There's no, like, slaughtering rednecks, because I was really looking forward to that. Born and raised in Portland, man. It's fucking racist as fuck here.
Yeah.
But,
I always, I guess, maybe misassumed that the Juggalos were, like, really racist.
No, well, against bigots, I guess. But,
Is that is almost the most catch-22 thing I've ever heard. Can you be racist against a bigot?
Racist against racist people?
Yeah, I guess so.
The word racism shouldn't even exist, because until there's, well, I mean, it should exist, but, like, where are the elves? Where are the trolls?
Yeah, there are no other races.
There's a bunch of fucking humans in the room, and you're just hating on somebody for their skin color. You need to be slapped. Because it's just fucking skin.
Well, it's also the most, like, mundane thing, because it's like if an alien came down, they'd probably barely be able to tell the difference between you and I.
Yeah.
And they'd just be like, who the fuck are these weird-ass looking things?
They sure as fuck wouldn't know the difference between our sexes or our, like, creeds or any of that. None of that shit would matter.
It would be impossible to tell. And a lot of times, too, it almost is. And especially in the modern age, you know, I mean, shit. I mean, I'm Cuban, and you look at a lot of, like, Caribbean people, and it's like we're the most fucking beautiful and mixed people almost on the goddamn planet. I mean, unfortunately, because of slavery, but at least we're beautiful.
We both should be dark as fuck. We're all, like, pale as fuck.
Yeah, right? I know. Like, it's funny. But it's like, you know, a lot of like a good example is like a lot of the Cubans coming over now. Actually, a lot of them make it over to Portland because of the Catholic Church and whatnot. But you know, it's like they're not thinking about that type of shit. You know, because everyone's in the same pot, and they only got one to piss in.
Right.
You know, and
sitting around in all this piss.
Yeah, and that shit's overflowing. You know, and it's like it's just funny. You know, it's like when all those barriers break down. You know, people finally realize it's like, oh, we really do have to be in this together. You know, and at the end of the day, a lot of that racism shit is just so, like, you know, certain people can feel better about themselves.
Well, you know what? I spent 29 years not even knowing I hated myself. And then once I discovered that, I fixed a lot of that. Now I love myself. go through too much shit. I know I got issues. The point is, we need to get over this whole, like, we as a human mass need to get over this I bullshit. You know, the more we start thinking about the next person and, like, what we can do to make their lives better, all of us as a whole will feel better. But honestly, we all need to die. Not all of us, but, like, 90%. Like, a